Good day, everyone. Welcome. Today, we'll be tackling a well-known dilemma that we are all familiar with, which are conflict and stress. Let's get started. First, let's talk about conflict. It refers to the opposition of persons or forces giving rise to some tension, or to a disagreement between two or more parties who are interdependent. A conflict occurs when two or more parties perceive mutually exclusive goals, values, or events. Among individuals, conflict occurs when persons face incompatible choices and are emotionally stressed as a result of the conflict. Now, let us know the sources and antecedents of conflict. We have perceived adverse changes, line versus staff differentiation, sexual harassment, factional groups, competing work and family demands, incivility, personality clashes, and workplace bullies. In addition to their antecedents, another way to understand conflict is where it is aimed at work or personal issues. So let's distinguish task and relationship conflict. Task conflict focuses on substantive issue-related differences related to the work itself, while relationship conflict focuses on personalized, individually oriented issues. Conflict results in both positive and negative consequences. For positive consequences, we have increased creativity, effort, diagnostic information, and group cohesion. For the negative consequences, we have poor physical and mental health, wasted resources, poor performance and sidetracked goals, and heightened self-interest. Before describing specific methods of resolving conflict, it is useful to understand 5 styles of handling conflict. The 5 styles are based on a combination of satisfying one's own concerns and satisfying concerns of others. To continue, let's discuss conflict resolution methods. Confrontation and problem solving. It is a widely applicable approach to resolving conflict. It is a method of identifying the true source of conflict and resolving it systematically. Confront, contain, and connect for anger. An important feature of this technique is that it provides angry workers a place where they can vent their frustrations and report the outbursts of others. Structural methods. It emphasizes juggling work assignments and reporting relationships so that disputes are minimized. Things to do when dealing with difficult people. Listed here are the techniques that have wide applicability for helping difficult people change to a more constructive behavior pattern. Negotiating and bargaining. Every person has a different perspective in doing things, which leads to arguments, but in the end leads to a solution to the problem. The main thing is solving the problem, and that would happen if there is an agreement within the group. You may follow this criteria. Work stress. Stress is the mental and physical condition that results from a perceived threat that cannot be dealt with readily. A person experiencing stress displays certain symptoms, indicating that he or she is trying to cope with a stressor, and any force creating the stress reaction. Here are some symptoms of stress in physiological, emotional, behavioral, and risk factors. What are the factors contributing to work stress? These factors are distinguished into 2. Factors within the individual and adverse organizational conditions. A scientifically based method of stress reduction that emphasizes reappraisal along with some symptom management is the freeze frame technique, developed by the Hard Math Institute. The method proceeds as follows: Step 1, Step 2, Step 3, Step 4, up to Step 5. Hope you've learned something. Thank you for listening.
Create created using Powtoon.